And it's been a long day for me, but I just want y'all to know that it's been a long day, but I need to come in here and do some housekeeping before September starts. So we got a couple days right before September starts, but I needed to get in here and do this really quickly. Um, Turned out to be a gorgeous day today, and it turned out to be a gorgeous day today. Listen, if you are not following me here on Haps, please do so. I am Bad Queen D. If you are not following me on YouTube, please do so. That's important as well. Bad keys are very important for those of us who are building a business. If you are not following me, my business page on Facebook, Bad Coach Dana, that's another thing you should be following me there as well. There's a lot of things that have been happening over the past couple of months that are going to things are going to continue to be released or whatnot, and I need to be able to give you guys a heads up. So I'm so glad that Haps has given us the opportunity to broadcast and stream other places, because it's really important. And it's really important to be able to give one message without having to copy paste, share, blah blah blah. We can stream all in one place. So um I'm going to be as quick as possible because I got like 700 things going on at one time. Nonetheless, I wanted to talk to you guys about 2022. Let me tell you something. When you look at all of what is going on in 2022, or 2021, and what has happened since 2020, we all are going through some differentiating challenges, right? And so when that happens, we either are encouraged or discouraged. We're encouraged to do something more, or we're discouraged to do any more than what we have been doing, and we may just stop doing the things that we have been doing. One of the things that has been important to me is expanding businesses. And I myself expanded a business. I actually established an LLC for my renovation design company. And some of the things fell by the wayside in this summer, but it was last year that I was able to create the LLC, get some training. I created the LLC from trainings that I had done. And it was by the grace of God that those trainings even became available to me, um, considering everything that was going on with COVID. I also, this year, 2021, has released a lot for me. God has shown me that I am able to travel. And it wasn't because, some of the COVID numbers had minimized. It was just time to do so. And to be able to do so under those various processes. And being able to look at how I can show my market, which are women in business, how they can travel without, you know, being held up or being concerned about whatever is going on in the world. We just have to do what we have to do because God has said to do it. And so with that, I've created some things, or I've done some things which has caused me to create other things. And one of the things that I've created, and I'll show you mine, is the Bad Boss Journal. It's the Bad Boss Business Journal for 2022, but it is a journal to help you prepare for 2022, not just for 2022. Okay. And I finished this journal after I started it like months ago, and so I had to put all my pieces together or whatnot. And I had to say, what, I don't know what my problem is. Let me just go on and do what I need to do. This is in the middle of me making another journal. I'm actually in the middle of doing another journal. And and, and not so much a journal, but more like a workbook. But it needed to be hands on. And the reason why it had to be hands on is because I know that many times we depend on digital, we depend on everything online, but we shouldn't always do that. We shouldn't always depend on that. And the reason why I'm doing this is because I know how to do it. And because I know how to do it, I'm just going to do it. Hands down. I'm just going to do it. But I created this journal piggybacking off of this one page. And this one page basically says bad visions. Hopefully you can hear me. And there's a month, 1 month: January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December. Each month I ask you to write one vision that you're going to accomplish. I created this worksheet. This was originally a worksheet, and the book was built around it. Why is this so important to you for 2022? Because some of us slack when we say, I'm going to do this, this, and this. If we don't write it down and if we don't hold ourselves accountable, we start slacking. And we shouldn't do that. And so I created this journal basically around that worksheet for us to understand what it's like to be a boss, what it's like to be the blessed, original, saved, and sexy women that we are. Woman that you are. That brings me into the Smart Safe Sexy collaboration, book collaboration that I am taking authors, accepting authors for right now. Only need 10 authors, but you know what? If we get more than 10, we'll see what God says about that and what we need to do. But I'm only looking for 10 authors, so that this journal rolls me into that collaboration. It's a event page on Facebook, and the event is actually going to go longer than I have it right now, but the sign up is now. October we start. The whole process is going to be about 8 months, 7 or 8 months, and then we're going to release the book in July. And with this whole process and how I'm working this out with other authors is an entire step by step teaching, basically, on not only being part of anthologies of book collaborations, but also starting and writing your own book. I have the publishing company, but I am moving away from taking too many clients. You know, I'm moving away from taking more than one client a year on publishing. Okay, it's just that simple. Because if you take on two, you know, that's a whole different story. But that's going into 2022, which also brings me into Game Changer. The Game Changer online conference this past July was great. My speakers, Tamiko Perryman and Elsa Hardy, were wonderful. But I am doing next year, and it's going to be a combination of releasing the Smart Safe Sexy book collaboration part two. The self care is necessary is going to be part of the Game Changer online conference. It'll be released at that conference because that conference is going to be very different than the last two conferences that we've had. And I just want you guys to be prepared. So that's all I wanted to do was come in and say, 2022, this is what's happening. Listen, if you want this book, if you want this journal mailed to you, it's $8 shipping. It's $19.99 with $8 shipping. I need you to either comment here or message me that you want this journal. Now, this journal, it's about 50 pages. No, I'm sorry, it's about 40 pages because where I tell you to write each individual thing that you're going to do, you know, for the year, I'm asking you to pick two things that you know you got to get done and put in here. Basically giving you a mini vision board right inside your journal. If you want this mailed off, it'll be shipped out on Wednesday. Let me know. Either put in the comments your email, I will invoice you, or you can go to paypal.me/bad brand. Make sure you see my logo. Again, that's paypal.me/bad brand, and you can order the journal. $19.99, $8 shipping. Let's do this. Why? Because we're better than people think we are. We know how to handle it. Now, this week, I'm finishing up talking about, um, well, we're doing the bad money challenge, and we're going to do that through the end of this business quarter, which means through the end of September. But I am also going to be talking about how I'm creating the money binders. And this is going to be a total game changer for me. But I want you guys to be a part of it as I add more content to my YouTube for this exactly. And it's funny because it's not really budgeting and it's not really making, pushing forward how you want to make money, but it is putting in the mindset of your money doesn't have to run you. You need to run it. We'll talk about that later this week. Listen, I appreciate you, and I'm encouraged by everything that you guys give me to do. God bless. Have a wonderful rest of your day. I am going shopping.